Here we go. Exclusive stream footage.
The
The horrors of food.
horrors of food.
Vidak, what do you remember from last time?
Oh god. What do I remember? One second.
I think you were there when we talked with Canis about the chisel and the bell, and talked to
Yeah, we
Serato.
got to the yard, be like, hey, something's here. And then the warden was like, cool, you can come back tomorrow, fuck off. Like, that's...
Yeah. That is pretty much what happened.
Okay. Well, if I remember correctly, after the to be continued stuff, I think we came back to the yard and started investigating things again. We had 2 recreations to switch through, one after the show and one before. We discovered that during the show, Saint used a pulley system to kind of launch himself off stage whenever he was supposed to get launched off by the elephant.
The elephant would not launch him off because wanting to be freaking chill with people.
Yeah.
Gentle, yeah.
So he had to make a pulley system to kind of launch himself away. And we discovered the weights he was using were misplaced and were put where the alligator is. The alligator also apparently has something metal inside of it.
That it is likely eaten.
And it hasn't been feeling good lately. Probably because of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, if I ate metal, I wouldn't be feeling great either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, for his trick to work, he still needed a weight there. Apparently, someone replaced the weights with Knight's dead body.
I mean, that would weigh something down, yeah.
Yeah.
That would do it.
And the well is connected to the tunnel that leads from the prison to Knight's cell. We also discovered that due to the 3-hour gap, because the cameras were turned off for like 3 hours, only one person has access to that room. The warden.
Yep.
Okay, so she was just in on it. Cool.
That or she did it.
That or she did it, but like... More likely, she was just in on it.
It's possible. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I think we're about to get our answer now. Oh, no, it's these two.
Boy.
Why am I starting this with you? God. First on the scene, the early bird wins the worm. Good morning,
Wasn't
Mr.
it
Winner.
Snow who used to voice him?
It was me.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to?
I don't have a voice I could... Okay, let me get... Well, how did you get here before me?
I love it. Yes.
That is great. Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. I see you've made an early start.
I see you've made a late one, Judge Gavelle.
I had to actually think about, like, what kind of voice would I give him? Whiny.
Who?
Whiny, slightly
yeah.
nasally is great.
Whiny, nasally, uptight.
This is not on... This is not my only case. I am a very busy woman.
Go take care of the other ones, please.
Already on it. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of a prosecutor relieved of his only current responsibility.
Which is your fault because, you know, stupid reasons that you came up with. Can you leave me alone?
Oh, I do apologize. I meant, of course, an associate attorney.
Associate? More like... Is that asinine?
Yes.
That's asinine, yeah.
Associate? More like asinine.
We'll see about that.
Eustace, let us begin the investigation of the yard.
Okay, I'll get some officers to help.
That won't be necessary.
Why not?
We've already finished investigating the yard, and won quite the prize in the process.
One? But I'm supposed to be the winner.
Your Honor, I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday, in order to thoroughly disprove it.
I would caution you to choose your words carefully, Mr. Edgeworth. As I am sure you remember, your badge is in my hands.
How could I forget? You told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd care to try a different threat.
You have been warned repeatedly, yes. And each time, my words seem to have fallen on deaf ears.
Maybe if you, changed up your approach every now and then.
Yep. Allow me to make this crystal clear. The committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination.
The fate of my badge and the whims of the committee are of no concern to me now. The only thing that concerns me is proving Simeon Saint's innocence.
Interesting, and spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of the goddess of justice, I will strike down your case without mercy.
Excuse me. Try me.
And when I'm done, your career as a prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this.
Trust me, I'm not gonna be the one regretting this. I'm surprised you don't regret your choice of choosing Eustace.
My theory remains the same as when I related it to you yesterday.
Bird.
Relayed. Bird?
Bird. Top right.
Bird.
Oh! Bird!
Bird.
Ah! Cute. Mr. Carcerado did not see... God damn it. Now my brain just like, ah yes, bird.
Bird, bird, bird.
It's a freaking cockatiel. No, not cockatiel. Freaking lovebird. Cute. It's a lovebird. Fuck, now. Nope. Focus. Mr. Carcerado did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body can only have been dropped down the well during the show. We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint.
Guess you really are bird-brained, huh? That's still your assertion. You can prove it, of course.
Of course you can. Who do you think we're up against? You're up against. Sorry, I was looking at something.
You're good.
What Eustace means to say is that we received the final autopsy report just ahead of our arrival.
It's about time.
Boy.
She really is a very busy woman. Busy looking after baby Winner.
The victim appears to have died the night before the body was discovered.
Yeah, that tracks.
That does track. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is, as stated, it seems the wound is 4 inches deep.
So a 4-inch blade.
Mm-hmm.
Which would relatively be a knife.
Yes. There's no... We know that dog fangs are not frickin' 4 inches long. Otherwise you have Dracula dog.
Spend time that's between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. on the 27th. That's a big gap. Instant death from a stab wound to the neck.
Between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Do we remember, about the time frame the missing frickin' footage is?
The missing footage.
Where the, frickin'
Oh, the 3-hour
footage
gap?
was turned off. Yeah.
I believe it started at... Yes, timestamp was off due to a 3-hour gap in the footage. This was actually recorded around 9 a.m. The timestamp on this video was 6 a.m., and this was of Carcerado.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What did it say? 6 to 9? Yeah, no, that would be... Oh, 3 to 6. Yeah, no, that's a... Yeah, 3-hour gap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Simeon Saint was offstage for a period of 15 minutes. Do we know how long the chisel is?
No, it's...
No.
No, it's
Okay.
more than the other ones. It does have blood on it, but we haven't figured out whose blood.
Right.
They, I was trying to remember. The reasoning that they had for Simeon Saint as well was they had footage, or an image, apparently, of him going up to talk to Knight.
Oh,
with the cage.
right. With the cage. But if he died the night before...
Well, this would have been the day before,
No,
because
because
they
that
were
would
still
be the
setting
day
up.
before. Because they were still setting up. So,
Which means...
they were setting up, went to talk to Knight. That night, Knight was killed.
Which means he couldn't have...
Which means...
Him getting out is still... Well, no, it's not possible, because we figured out the keys for Carcerado had them. So he couldn't have gotten out of the locker, or the cell.
Mm-hmm.
But even if he was able to, and to get in the cage, he would have been in that cage all day and night. Which...
Yeah.
would have been no reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That was plenty of time for him to throw the victim's body down the well. Also, wouldn't they be more upset that he freaking went missing
Do what?
that night? 'Cause wouldn't they would have done a checkup that morning, wouldn't they? And realized he was missing?
Yeah, the roll call.
Yeah. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. 7 a.m., which is past 6,
But that was
which
also
is
for the
past
prison
when...
proper, not the holding cells.
True.
I don't know. Hey, I'll be right back.
Alright.
We're
Hmm?
very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hall of Shame the Ultra Kill developers.
Hmm.
That's funny. Yeah, welcome to the Developer Museum. I'm Takeda, lead developer of the game. Started off working on the game mostly by myself, but over time the game's grown a lot. I've got some people helping me out over the years, so here they all are. The museum was mostly created by Vizard, with just some touch-ups, iteration, writing additional Easter eggs by me. You can find them in the rest room down the hall and to the left. Take a look around. The first floor is all the people who have helped out in the game's development, and the second floor is all kinds of other development related things like cut content and early versions of stuff. There's also plenty of Easter eggs sitting around the museum. Most developers will have a book in front of like this in front of them, in which you can read details on how they helped in the creation of the game. Here's mine. Takeda, creator of Ultrakill. I started development on this game on February 1st, 2018. At the time, it was just me with Flying Dog and Tony Striegel making an occasional 3D model. While the development team has changed and grown since then, I still do a majority of the work myself, just closer to like 60% of it now instead of the old 99. My contribution My contributions include all direction, game design, sound design, story and animation, level design, all level design except this museum, the sandbox, and 5-S. 5-S, that was Wrath's secret level. All music except some public domain songs and songs by guest composers who you'll find down the hall and to the left. Nice writing, programming, and art direction. Just in general, if it's in the game, I had my finger in that pie. Thank you for playing and hopefully enjoying Ultra Kill. It's insane to me that a passion project I started just based on what I thought was fun in games had grown to be such a massive success. I've met so many amazing people thanks to this game, and the community has grown around it. Has been such a source of much joy and plenty of anguish in my life. It's a rare gift to be able to not only create a work like this with full creative control, but also be able to make a living off my own art without having to compromise my vision. It's all thanks to New Blood, all the developers here in the museum, and most importantly, you. Thank you, Hikeda.
Oh.
Oh, I was reading his notes because I haven't actually explored the museum.
Fair.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Okay, bye."
Okay.
Welcome back.
Gavelle investigated the orgies, which means there may be something of a flaw with your theory, Your Honor.
You seem very confident in that, but do you have any evidence to prove it?
Yes, I think I just might. Well, let's find out. Let's see. The theory being that Mr. Snape was the killer. She certainly claimed to it rather stubbornly.
And you are certainly clinging rather stubbornly to the idea that Mr. Saint wasn't the killer. Do you have any conclusive evidence that he wasn't? Any idea who the real killer might be?
I'd like to see what evidence you yourself have first.
I'm an emissary of the Goddess of Justice. My words are her words.
Cool. Can you show me evidence?
The evidence is I made it up. But her
My sources, I made it the fuck up.
Yep. But her words are wasted on you. I see. You would challenge me if I had said the sky was blue.
No. You're just not showing me the evidence. This is a court or a cult? Both, at this point.
At this point, yeah. If you truly mean to refute the words of the divine, then come, show me your evidence.
I asked you first.
Hold it!
Is it impossible that Mr. Prosecutor simply failed to notice the body?
Assistant to the Associate Attorney, you have been through the secret passage, have you not? Whoa, how'd you know? I noticed mud on you yesterday. On that charming key in your hair, to be precise. That's incredible! You could be a great thief with eyes like that. Answer me truthfully, in the name of the goddess. Would you or would you not have noticed a body had one been present? Well, I guess I would have. There you have it. Mr. Carcerado did not see a body, which means there was no body there to see.
Oh, except there was.
No, because also, freaking, she couldn't see in there unless she was using the freaking flash of her camera.
Did you Talk us through your reasoning on that a little bit more.
The day before the performance, Mr. Knight borrowed the keys from Mr. Carcerado.
No. Or more specifically, the key to a cell.
Mr. Knight then used the key to leave his cell and enter Mr. Saint's cage. Mr. Saint took Mr. Knight to the yard in that cage, and that's where he killed him.
Overnight?
The following day, Mr. Carcerado crawled his way through the tunnel, but there was no body there yet. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. Mr. Carcerado smelled that sweet smell, so Mr. Knight must have been in that tunnel already. No, his body did not pass through the tunnel until sometime after Mr. Carcerado crawled through it. Mr. Carcerado used the tunnel right around the time the show was starting. The body was discovered just after the performance ended.
Which you deduce that the body could only have been thrown down the well during the show.
Yes, and who the culprit must be.
Hold it!
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Can nobody else have done it?
I understand that Miss Barry was on stage for the entire performance. Most of the prisoners are watching the show, and those who are not have plausible alibis.
What the guards?
Yes, and they too were watching the show, as was the warden.
How can you be so sure? The guard could have easily approached the well unnoticed.
None of the guards left their posts during the show. I have checked this for myself, you know. I took statements from each and every one of them.
Oh, she's thorough, I'll give her that.
Are you finally ready to accept the truth? That the killer could only been Simeon Saint?
But you also carried out a full investigation of the yard yet. Here's Bedak.
Which means we've got the advantage for a change.
Would you review the evidence we gathered during your investigation of the yard?
Objection!
Yeah.
Yep.
The question is, which one do I do it on?
Objection!
Do you have the camera of the...
Camera, you mean this?
Yeah, the photo, I meant that photo.
Yeah, it's not really much to glean from it.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Objection! Objection!
Um.
That shit would not have been instant.
If it was
Just
through the neck.
autopsy report, like that shit would not have been instant.
No. Not if it was through the neck. I don't know which one I even need to do it on.
Objection!
I don't know, dude.
Objection!
There we go. So, Your Honor, there's something else you're going to have to take into account. Well, in the yard was rigged up to create a certain unique contraption.
Contraption. Go on.
You will recall that Mr. Saint was sent flying from the stage by the elephant.
I do, just before he was absent for some time.
He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weighted end down the well allowed him to complete the trick.
Objection!
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that he was still in the scene. Wait, wouldn't that send it flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
Hold it!
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from falling by using a stake to keep the rope in place. With a second rope, he was able to pull the stake free, thereby controlling when the weight was dropped. We have found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body. This was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning. The killer could have tampered with contraption in the time between the murder and the show.
Objection!
You're saying Mr. Saint himself set this contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think is the number one most likely person to have used it to dispose of the body? Even you must see how this looks.
There's 2 more birds.
Oh, there are.
Objection!
If Mr. Saint was the killer, he could have simply done as Judge Gavelle theorized, without these extra steps. Miss Barry,
Yes.
does anyone else know how Mr. Saint's trick works?
Let's see. We had to get the prison's approval on what we were going to perform. So I don't think Simeon's the only one who knows.
And there you have it.
Overruled!
Interesting. You have certainly been diligent in your investigation. And yet I fail to comprehend your actions still. Why do you not work to do what is right?
Is what I'm doing wrong? If so, who is it that deems it so?
How can you not grasp even that? How can you not see that you are doing wrong at this very moment? You are a prosecutor, and yet you aid the defense. This flies in the face of common sense. You are breaking every rule in the book.
I think only of what is right and just, and act as I see fit in each situation I am confronted with. This is the path that I have chosen. Whether you can comprehend that choice is immaterial. But if you mean to stand in my way, we'll fight back with all that I can bring to bear.
Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me. Very well. If it is her will that we must fight, then I shall end this once and for all.
It swings her hammer over his head.
Hiya! Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth, for there is another reason why only Mr. Saint can be the killer.
Oh my god.
Boy.
And you failed to tell me this before.
Yep. If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have been through here to the yard from his cell.
No duh.
The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint. And thus he remains the only plausible subject. No.
You're telling us stuff that we've already thought of! You think that would have been common knowledge to know?
Mr. Saint took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell.
No,
You are-
duh.
But why would he do that?
He was working!
Why would he take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells?
It's a little dumb. Don't...
Oh my god. Yeah, it is pretty sus.
Don't you ever say the word
Okay.
sus again, Kay. I swear to God. We've all met Mr. Saint.
He's a little bit...
Exactly the kind of thing he would do.
My brain just immediately went, he's a little sussy baka. No.
Are you like this?
Just because both Edgeworth and Phoenix are in
Who hurt
Among
you?
Us now, doesn't
on.
mean you get to say it!
Hold on. I can tell you that he's
You insignificant fuck!
one of
Thank you.
those.
Thank you.
It's entirely
The hell
plausible that he's
everyone would.
indicated with them out of absent-mindedness and nothing else.
It may be plausible, but it is no more or less plausible than him having helped Mr. Knight to escape.
It's no more or less plausible than me taking your hammer and hitting you over the head with it. Some solid evidence if I want to get her to budge. Yeah, she's a bit hard-headed.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Oh boy.
Congrats, she's in many more of these cases.
Great. So you think that Mr. Knight was
I just
guilty or
learned.
not?
I just learned an interesting fact. So, the powers in this game, the lady who voiced the power enemies went into labor after yelling her lines.
That's hilarious.
Huh.
So in her book, she says, "Shout out to my handsome husband Dave and our new daughter Valerie. Pretty sure yelling these lines is what finally sent me into labor. So a big thank you to Hikita for helping me avoid an induction."
That's hilarious.
Okay, learning new shit.
Alright then.
When do you think he was brought here?
Sometime between midnight and 8 a.m. The day of the show.
It would have been between midnight and 6 a.m. because that was his time of death. Thank you.
Yep. It could only have been during that time.
Well, we have a rehearsal and the start of the performance.
As I was saying, if the body was moved from the yard to the workshop,
Hold it!
Was there really no other way he could have come here?
Mr. Knight was awaiting trial. If he, a random non-inmate, had openly entered the prison proper, he surely would have been noticed.
And presumably, none of your witnesses have testified to having seen such a thing.
Precisely. Praise be to the goddess of justice for granting you this insight.
You know, one of these days, I wish to meet this goddess of justice and have a serious one-on-one with her about why you exist!
Yep.
Hold on. Okay, cool. Do you want the, Greek Titaness, Themis? Do you want her daughter, DK? Or do you want, just Tisha?
Which one's more reasonable?
Themis is divine law, DK is moral justice. And the Roman goddess is the Romanization of DK, so...
So moral law and what?
Divine law.
Divine.
Essentially, hey, the rules that, like, morals say you should follow versus the gods put these in place.
You know what? I want to talk to both of them and figure out which one decided she was a good idea.
Do you want to talk to them before or after the blindfolds were added?
Why are they blindfolded?
Lady Justice has been blindfolded since the 16th century to represent impartiality and objectivity, kind of saying that it doesn't matter what you look like or what you have, justice is blind.
Okay. After then.
Cool. I'll set up the meeting, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, cool. Continue, Garish.
Anyway. So, as you will agree, it can only be that Mr. Knight was brought over here in secret.
No.
Oh shit, really? I hadn't realized. My god, it all makes sense now.
And here I thought there was a whole entourage, like... So nobody else had the opportunity.
Need I remind you that we are in a prison? The entire facility is monitored at all times. Anything out of the ordinary would have been spotted.
Not if the cameras were cut.
Hold it!
Mr. Sam was under the same scrutiny, was he not?
Overruled!
The warden had granted the members of the circus troupe special access. As a member of that troupe under the supervision of Miss Barry, he was the only person who was free to wander where he willed.
Objection!
It seems you've forgotten something, Your Honor.
Overruled!
Forgot is not a word in my vocabulary, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well. To recall this fact, if you will. You claim that Mr. Saint is the only person who was free to walk around the prison, but there was a brief period of time on the day of the crime in this prison. A time when it would have been possible for anyone to move through the prison entirely unmonitored. I have that shows there was a period on the day of the crime where oversight was limited. Camera footage... Camera footage.
Take that!
Mr. Saint is far from the only one who had the opportunity.
Which opportunity are we talking about again?
We previously established that the time code in the security footage was off by 3 hours. And from this, we can deduce that there must have been a power outage lasting for that length of time, during which anyone could have moved around the prison undetected.
Do you mean to say that our killer intentionally created this 3-hour gap? That is no simple camera malfunction. That there was no simple camera malfunction. Is that even possible?
It's completely possible to create the 3-hour gap using this.
Take that!
Our investigation of the yard turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers, one which can be used to cut the power to the security cameras. We also learned that the door to the power room may have been opened at around the time of the murder. Ugh.
What?
Such a shame to see one so capable fall so short of that mark.
What is... what?
Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing. Then how does he explain the lock on the power room door?
Huh?
Yeah, it was kind of locked up tight. And the warden's the only one with the key.
Uh-huh.
Those breakers are vital to the prison's infrastructure. So I very much doubt that anyone could have gained access to the power room's key so easily.
Uh-huh.
Objection!
No. But one person could have.
I beg your pardon?
That person, the killer, had easy access to it, in fact. And what's more, their position here is such that nobody would dare question them.
Objection!
But there's no one like that. The breaker to the electric fence is in there. They would be questioning in an instant.
There's only one person who meets these criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. The person who had access to the power room key was... Judge Gavelle!
Take that!
I will be back in a couple minutes.
Okay.
It's just
Partner
not even
calling?
always just like I need to have food. No, I just need to have snack.
Food.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Enjoy your snack.
Enjoy food.
The real culprit is... well, yeah.
Dago!
Warden Lagarde.
Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest little Poochie Woo?
He's not just a pretty face. The missile also has quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume.
Then perhaps it is the sweet stench of death.
You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. But if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling moi the killer.
That is precisely what I'm calling you.
What?
Warden Lagarde is the killer. Mr. Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Oh ho ho, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me? I'm the one in charge around here.
If
It's like we're in a murder mystery, aren't we? And equally far-fetched. This is preposterous.
Hold it!
sadly it is not, although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points, and we must trust in the evidence. This piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer. The breakers? Or the bell?
Yes, because the bell was seized by the, well, either the breakers or the bell.
Breakers.
Because the,
Nope.
Nope.
Save.
I was thinking the bell because that could only have been gotten by the police.
Oh. Or do I even have that?
I don't think so.
Oh, yes I do.
Take
Oh.
that!
Your scent betrays you, Warden. And here is your accuser.
The police dog?
We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. He now appears to be smelling the same scent, and is coming from you.
Oh, ho, ho, darling. You're priceless, really you are. Your evidence is a whiff of a suspicion? Verity dear, do put him in his place.
It seems Judge Gavelle may have reached a similar conclusion to myself.
You believe this is no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. After all, she had the key. The scent found lingering in the body is hers as well. Or just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence. However,
Indeed, then it seems the conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself.
we should. And when we have, this case will finally be at an end.
You're all being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me, the killer? How could I possibly do such a thing?
I don't know, you kiss whatever the heck is around your neck. Murder isn't that far-fetched.
Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to have killed him there. But how am I supposed to have moved the body? Especially as I never went into the prison. I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you'd like, you won't find a record anywhere of my having entered or left the prison proper.
If you're the warden, you can, get rid of that stuff easily.
I haven't the first idea what harebrained theories you little scants have cooked up, but I'm innocent. There's simply no way I could be the killer.
Give me a break. Missile doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone and just come clean.
Oh dear, I'm afraid you're the one making things difficult. As I just said, I never went into the prison. You didn't need to. You just had to freaking get through the electric door. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records.
Cleveland wants to check those records, which means they won't help us. We'll just have to find another way of getting the truth out of her.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being a big bully. Big silly. You're making a boo-boo, and you know it.
Oh, I want you arrested now.
Yep.
Hold it!
Judge Gavelle told you everything. Are you close?
Thick as thieves, darling. Why do you ask? Are you jealous?
Jealous of what?
I had to ask the Warden Lagarde for a lot of information on her first day of our investigation. It seemed only right that I share some information in return. No, Verity, you have to make it sound so awfully dry. I thought we had a lovely chat.
It's a fourth bird!
Oh yeah! There's more and more birds.
They came to
I
watch the
simply
show.
I simply shared the truth in our conversation. It was the least I could do.
I'm not sure what's going on, but these two are terrifyingly formidable together.
Hold it!
The murder took place in his cell. He seemed very happy to accept that.
And why shouldn't I be? It seems the most likely place for it to have happened without drawing attention. And besides, they found Knight's blood in his cell.
Yes, but that was from being struck by Mr. Prosecutor. Why didn't you even tell her that, I suppose? I think there's also been no testimony to the contrary.
What does it matter? Knight being killed in his cell doesn't go against any of the facts anyway.
Hold it!
Do you have any evidence that you didn't enter the prison?
Please, darling, let me finish. I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began.
Hold it!
So you were in your office the whole time. You didn't notice anything unusual.
No, I can't say that I did.
And you didn't notice anything missing.
I must confess I'm a rather messy gal. And a forgetful one at that. I put something down and it's lost forever. It's a curse, darling. A curse. I even lost some important evidence recently. It was gone. Poof. Just like that.
You want the job?
Honestly, if somebody came into my office and took something, it might have been years before I noticed.
Well, seems like I'll need more than power room key to expose her.
On the day of the murder, I was working in my office. I was looking for something I'd misplaced. Even if I had a reason to go into the prison, I simply wouldn't have had the time.
Hold it!
Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance of the prison. But what if you took another route?
Oh, come now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean that awful, filthy tunnel they discovered. Why, until yesterday I had no idea it even existed.
No, you had another way in. I'm certain of it. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel. The route you took went through this location.
Take that!
Through the fence?
Gavelle!
Oh, through the fence?
One,
Mhm.
you took Knight from his cell and brought him to your office, which just happens to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent both the entrance and the tunnel.
Gold soft creativity, darling. And how could I have gotten through the fence? The extremely high fence, topped with razor wire, with thousands of volts of electricity going through it.
Eustace bag!
Yeah, how's she supposed to have gotten through that?
I'm not gonna lie, I have been thinking about trying to recreate the flippin' Courage the Cowardly Dog show intro to include this idiot.
Yes.
Stupid prosecutor, you made me look bad.
Flippin' Muriel and her husband Eustace Bag, but it's Judge Gavelle and her sidekick Eustace Winner.
Stupid dog, you made me look bad.
This electricity supply can be cut off from the power room. Knowing you had the key, Warden, no one but you could have done it.
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. Warden Lagarde was on the detention center side. How could she have even reached the power room? Exactly, Verity darling. Well, clever puss, you've dug yourself a real hole now.
Ugh,
There's no record of Warden Lagarde having entered the prison proper. And the idea that she could have shut off the fence by using the breaker is out of the question.
One, she could have done it earlier. It's a 3-hour gap. Like, we don't know what time she would have gone in and gone out. 2, she has an animal.
The thing is that she would have had to have gone into the prison side to have turned it off. That part would have been recorded. And then she would have had to have turned it back on and then gone back around. The animal, on the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There must be some way she could have done it.
Take a deep breath, big guy. Lose your cool and you lost everything.
If we don't find a solution, she might still wriggle out of this.
Hey, I said take a deep breath, not freak out and completely lose your cool. There's nothing to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah?
No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, excuse me real quick. Let me go to my mind palace while you speak.
If you cannot find it... You aren't doing yourself any favors by obstructing justice with your silence.
I said objection. I need silence. I need to think.
Overruled.
That was a reflexive objection. But now that I've yelled it, if I don't come up with an answer, it's all over. I have one more thing to add, if you'll permit me.
Something that explains how the warden could have shut off the breaker from the wrong side of the fence.
Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut at the breaker? An accomplice. She couldn't have done it alone. But what if she wasn't alone?
Oh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo.
I believe that Lord and the guard had an accomplice.
Overruled.
Enough. You disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth.
What do you mean? Miss Edgeworth has said nothing wrong.
The inmates of this prison are all issued with security bracelets. The ones that raise the alarm if people go where they're not supposed to. Oh! See that you have realized your error, and we are, of course, within the prison grounds. Where not only are the bracelets worn, but even the guards surveil each other for signs of wrongdoing.
Despite all that, no one noticed Mr. Crossroads' escape.
The only ones who are free to roam are the animals.
Mm-hmm.
And they most certainly could not have operated the breaker.
You sure about that? No. So our accomplice must be human. Okay, we're not going with the animal.
Then who did it, given that it cannot have been a prisoner or a guard?
I wouldn't be so quick to rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there was one person, someone whose movements weren't restricted. And I have just the evidence to show who that free-roaming person was. Ah!
Oh.
Mr. Salt,
Mr.
Mr.
Salt.
Anderson.
Take that.
This is one of the prisoner's bracelets.
Indeed, a broken bracelet belonging to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner.
What do you mean? And who is this prisoner?
Frank Solitz, one of the guard's favorite inmates. Oh!
Mm?
That's a new one!
It's a neat face.
And strange, isn't it, Warden? He was able to keep his broken bracelet hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while.
It is pretty funky, and I don't mean in the good way.
Hmm.
It couldn't be the case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Although, you are in the habit of giving such leeway to certain others. Bodhidharma Canis, for example.
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, that is pure speculation.
Objection.
In that case, why don't we ask Mr. Solid himself? I'm confident he will confirm for us that he and Warden Lagarde were accomplices in this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison becomes viable. The real route by which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Recall that there were two big obstacles in her path. First, the security camera outside Knight's cell. Second, the electrified fence in the yard. But she was able to remove both obstacles in one fell swoop, by having Mr. Solwitz shut off the corresponding breakers.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you've had your fun.
And, do you still deny it, Warden Lagarde?
No, darling, you've got me. I admit it. Warden? Don't tell me this isn't true. Tell me this isn't true. Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it's Frankie. Freaked it is. Frankie helped me do it.
Bro just caught up.
Yeah.
No way!
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You got her.
Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wriggling out of this now.
I have a bad feeling, so...
As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker. But we didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweetums, we didn't.
What?
Warden, explain yourself. Oh, Verity, dear, I doubt your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now. She is merciful, and you have but to confess, and you shall be saved. Gosh, all right. I was being threatened. I had no choice but to do as he said. Who's he? Bodhidharma Canis, that awful assassin.
Canis?
How long has it been since that awful man came here to my beautiful prison? I'll never forget the day he arrived. The moment we were alone, he said this to me.
That poor creature.
Yup.
You should know that I have other dogs. Dogs not confined to this fine institution.
But others?
Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything I ask of them.
Of course, he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. And then he said one last thing.
I would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't want to have to set my dogs on you, or your precious family.
I had no choice. I gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for.
Everything. Wait, is that how he became the fixer?
Yes, darling, I obeyed his every command and smuggled in for him all he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him, too. So you were smuggling in contraband? How exactly? Once a week, late at night, Frankie would shut off the breakers. That allowed me to go from my office into the yard without being seen by the cameras. And I simply dropped the packages down the well on the prison side and went back through the fence. Each one of them spritzed with a little of my perfume.
That's what the sweet smell was.
Yes, it was a signal for Canis's dog.
That's why he got the body.
When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. We had to make sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course.
Could have been easy keeping him from finding out.
Oh, we're all very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs on a schedule. Meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. We knew when he wasn't there. And that adorable little bear of his freezes with fright at the sight of Canis's dog. Poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising the alarm, either.
He was oversight over everything here at the prison, which made her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Canis couldn't fail.
Frankie would sneak out again early in the morning to switch the breakers back on, and our work was done. Apart from fixing the time codes on the cameras, which I would do later when I got the chance. You have shared a great deal, Warden. The goddess of justice, will surely take your honesty into account. I've been the most dreadful fool. I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of the night's murder was also one of our delivery days. And so, Frankie, bless his heart, did his usual work with the breakers. But there was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go out into the yard.
That's a secret behind the fixer system. Why she was.
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled that secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
That's why you were interrogating Mr. Canis over and over.
Exactly. I was trying to track down those horrible hench people of his. Or
At least you're using the proper term of hench.
Mm-hmm.
I borrowed everything the police had on them. That rotten scoundrel. I watched his every move, interpreted every letter he wrote.
His letters. But I suppose you must know about his correspondence chess games, too.
But no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as to who his underlings were. Living in fear like this, it's... Oh, you just can't comprehend it. As you've just heard for yourself, Mr. Edgeworth, the words of Warden Lagarde's confession have cleansed her of all suspicion.
The fuck they haven't.
Surely there's no need to hound her any longer.
Oh, you know, there's just the fact that her scent is still on the body. She really been cleared of all suspicion, though. Or is there more about her to uncover? Oh, there's more. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this conversation isn't over yet. I think the gods of justice would agree.
So you mean to make her suffer even more than she already has?
Unfortunately, her suffering under Mr. Canis does nothing to prove her innocence in Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called Fixer's delivery route. I believe she used the same route to move Knight's body.
And where is your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's in the fact that the sweet smell on Knight's body. It's the same exact scent Warden Lagarde uses to signal a delivery. What do you make of that?
Well, that's because we've done it so many times by now that the whole well probably smells of it.
I doubt that.
Some of it must have just rubbed off on his body. That does match the statement that Mr. Carcerado provided.
Smell. Yeah, always smelled kind of nice down there. Nice. Gee, I don't know. Smells more like dessert, I guess.
His words seem to suggest that the smell had permeated the well. You've been rendered speechless, I see. I hereby move to adjourn the session of the court. No, what do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
What do I do? Is it as far as we go?
Finally! So are we actually done?
Yes, Eustace, it seems we are. By the power vested in me, this court is adjourned. Who was that? Oh,
Come on, Judge G. Things are just getting good.
Fender.
are you objecting to my adjourning this session?
Nah, just want to shout objection. I don't want to do that. You do you, G. Don't adjourn whatever floats your boat.
What are you doing, Mr. Fender?
About what I'm doing. So let's just take a chill pill, shall we? By which I mean a square of chocolatey goodness. Anyone?
Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court?
Not a real court!
The problem, we're not in a courthouse. No, my bad. Just had a quick request to make, is all. As Simeon Saint's lawyer, that is.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten that you were his real attorney, Mr. Fender.
How could you? You're killing me here.
Can you blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time.
Right, you are. Which is why I figured it's time to put in some work.
Work, you say? Somehow I don't believe you've worked a day in your life.
Oof.
Oof.
Let's say this is me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness?
Now, amusing, but what is there left to ask?
I got a feeling in my funny bone that Peeps here has something more to tell us about the killer.
Do I?
Yes, indeed. So you major player on Team Simeon. I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. And you don't think he did it, do you? Tell us, who did? Come on, spill the beans, all ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is he doing?
He's trying to come to the garden to giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go through all the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Canis.
She did? No way.
If he was convicted of committing murder here, that could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely a more secure facility.
And where he'd be out of her hair forever, huh?
Precisely. She saw her opportunity and seized it. I hate his face.
Yep.
Saint can't not be the killer.
I hate the look he gives there.
Yep.
It feels so
Oh.
off.
It's not great.
It's not.
Nah. Funny, but not great.
Oh my god.
Such a kid.
That's not fair. I was all ready to prosecute him.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, he is 17, okay.
I know, right? But maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't want to get the wrong guy, yeah?
Nice. Now Mr. Winner has to go along with it too.
Hmm.
Well, Warden, are you happy to testify further? Of course! How could I refuse this silver-tongued devil? Eddykins! You have such a way with words.
Just doing my job. Listen, I'm all fine for a hug, but sexual assault on the first date is not what I'm into.
Yeah!
Yep. Besides, one can't tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can we? I'm simply dying to tell all. Verity, darling, do say you'll let me. As you wish, this court is unadjourned. Oh boy. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender.
Me either.
Thank you for the timely intervention.
Hey, it's the least I can do. In case I'm wrong, I've been leaning on you hard. Besides, the feds never rest, right? Assuming he's depending on us. Sadly, I think I just about exhausted my reserves of cool lawyer chat there, and we can't foul this up now. Which means you're up to bat, Miles Schmiles. Show him that never rest spirit.
I shall. After I save my game, just in case, because I have a bad feeling about this next one.
Understandable. Fabulous, let's get started. Oh boy. I really don't think anyone could have done it, but that dreadful Mancanus. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. And then he had his dog dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened.
But how? Bro's blind.
The victim, Mr. Knight, yes? I did him the most terrible disservice.
Yes, you killed him.
I suppose you could put it that way. But if I weren't such a sorry excuse for a warden, this would have happened. And that's why I have to clean this up, clean up this terrible mess. Yeah. Words. Warden Lagarde, as ever, your honesty is truly to your credit. I am certain Mr. Knight is looking down, weeping from gratitude.
No, you know he's using every single swear in the book that he knows of.
Yep.
More like looking up, but you know.
Yeah. You've clearly
Yeah.
never met
I'm the
Mr.
one
Knight.
who's looking up.
To what?
I'm sorry, bro committed murder. Like,
Vidak. What game
yeah,
am
I'm
I
well aware
playing?
you're playing. Yeah, I know you're playing Ultra Kill, but I'm talking about, like, the dead man in the game we are currently playing. Oh, he's looking down. No, bitch, he's looking up. He killed somebody.
Yeah, he looking up. He's down here with me.
Hey, if you find him, let
The
us know.
fucking hold on, let me get the big book of rules that the fucking most people fucking follow on the planet.
Murder is cringe.
Hold on. Hold on. Give me a goddamn second.
I like that's my
which
response.
of the-
Murder is cringe.
Yup.
No, it's Old Testament. Yeah, but y'all motherfuckers still listen to it, so hold on. Let's see, the big list of fucking 10 rules that people follow. Number 6, you shall not murder. Some bitch right there, black and white ink.
Again,
Okay, yeah, it's
murder
right there.
is cringe. Meaning, if you see a murder being committed, you should immediately call them a boomer.
You like that?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
let's just-
shot.
Yeah.
I'd say that as I got shot.
Murder. Number 6, somehow more important than adultery, makes sense, but less important than honoring your father and mother. Like, let's get that. I don't know, I feel like that should be, like, a little higher on the list, but...
Yeah, we all know that honoring your father and your mother aren't that important. Come on.
I'm not saying it's not important. I'm saying maybe not killing people is a bit more important, you know?
The part of call a murderer cringe did you guys miss?
I didn't.
You're having a wildly different conversation than the rest of us right now.
And I'm still part of it too.
You seem very confident in your assertion. Why is that?
Because all the other children in my little home are absolute sweethearts.
One of them's the assassin who's black, who's, threatened you with death. One of them
And your family.
successfully escaped. The other one is helping you commit these crimes.
Hold on, let's go back to the list of 10 things that you're not supposed to do.
What's number one?
No other gods.
Yeah.
That's literally the first one. I wish
Yep.
I was lying, but no, that's the first one. You'd think not killing people would be the first one, but
No.
no,
No,
it's number
for
6.
me,
Absolutely.
the first one is the first commandment should be don't fucking murder people. Second commandment, don't fucking rape people. That's
No,
it.
Yep.
Absolute worship.
Let's maybe not
is-
get into that.
Absolute
Ah.
worship is like the most important thing. Anyways.
Yeah, let's get into lying. Number 9 on that list of things you shouldn't be doing.
What's number 9?
Shall not bear false witness against your neighbor.
No.
Don't lie about shit.
What's the fun?
So, if Rook's in hell, so are you, Lagarde.
Yep.
Yep. They have faith in themselves and in one another. And they have faith in the gods, in me. And they work hard every day to better themselves. None of them would dare commit murder.
You say, knowing that they committed murder.
That's a very touching
Yep.
reason indeed. I don't believe a word of it.
McCann is so... he's rotten to the core. He's the only one who would do something like that. You say that,
I mean, I'm
and
not saying
your
you're lying about
little...
Canis, but like,
Yeah, your little frickin' friend also killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So...
let's go through the list. The majority of your inmates are murderers.
Yep.
I was being kept in a holding cell while Mr. Canis was in the prison proper.
Like, I understand if this is like the people who did tax evasion in prison and there's the one fucking murderer. But like,
Mhm.
this is the murderer. This is the murderer
Yeah.
prison.
It could possibly
Yep.
have happened between them when they were at the opposite ends of the facility.
Prisons aren't as big as they seem, you know. All kinds of awful things can happen.
But Knight only arrived 2 days before he was murdered. I can't imagine anything significant happening in that short space of time.
Then you don't know Canis, my dear. He finds a way, I'm sure of it.
Hold it!
Would you take a disliking to somebody all the way over the holding cells?
No, I'm just plucking possibilities at the air, darling. As I said, there's no telling what really went on between them. You're so awfully serious, aren't you? Not that I mind, of course.
Why is she looking at me like that?
So noble, so dashing in that marvelous suit. So clever. Oh.
37. Is Miles like
He looks older.
20-ish?
That's why
Yeah,
I
because she's
checked.
wearing a living coat. Also, isn't this in California? Why? Hold on.
What was the new term? It was
When
like,
is this? Like, what time of year is this?
Ace Attorney investigate.
Because I know it's like, oh, it's Japanifornia, but like, both of those are fucking hot.
Prosecutor Gambit,
Yeah.
State. This came out.
No, I'm asking. Hold on.
2011?
No, what I'm asking.
That's
what
what I...
time of the year is it?
Like during this case, like what time of year is it?
I have no idea.
Hold on. This is March. So it's been like 2 days, March 29th.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility.
Could be November. I remember
No,
seeing
that
that
is
once or twice.
No,
no,
like
like,
this
it's a
case takes place
possibility.
in
No,
March.
that is
I meant the possibility of it being
like this
cold.
takes place in March.
Yeah, so it
In
could
California.
What
Mhm.
was the new term we had? It was...
Japanifornia.
We had a new
Not
one
just-
because it's also France.
How the fuck did we get to France?
Back during the Quercus alba case when we had the fun fact guy, he mentioned that for Japanese it's Japan, for Americans it's American, or it's California, and then for the French it's France.
Okay, cool. Majority of people here in America will assume it's California.
Yeah. Oh, Japanifrania, that's
Motherfucker.
what it was.
Japan
Yep.
and France. Let's
Japanifornia.
just assume we're working on California rules here, okay? Okay. Full fur coat at all times,
She's just missing her Starbucks coffee, man.
along
Yup.
with a living scarf
Yep.
that is not
Yep.
only taking your body heat, but producing its own.
And you keep snuggling
In
it
late
too.
March. In late March.
To be fair,
This woman should be dead.
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, she is an icy bitch.
Yeah, but just because your heart's frozen over doesn't mean that you're immune to heat stroke.
Ugh.
I can feel myself becoming your biggest fan, darling. I really can.
No.
There's another old
No.
woman who's gonna beat your ass.
Yep. You have competition there, lady.
Competition. It's not much of a competition.
Stay with me, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wasn't prepared for
Don't
that mental
panic
onslaught.
now.
Hold it!
What more can you tell us about those sort of details?
Well, we all know that Canis once did it for a living, and now the killing part gave him much trouble. Especially as the victim was already injured. His neck, I think. Couldn't turn his head to the right, poor dear. That's what they told me when they brought him in, anyway.
Let's make some sort of report for the warden when your prisoners are admitted. You King of Hearts think you didn't know much about knights.
That's because I didn't, sweetie. And the victim was simply a fun target to that monster. Nothing more. I expect Canis used his chisel that was hidden in that chess set, don't you? Awful grisly business. And just imagine, the man probably didn't even have time to cry out.
Let me see. Thank you for your thoughts. They are very helpful. Actually, I'd like to hear about them in a little more detail, if you don't mind.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're making me blush. I could chat with you all day. Oh, don't look so nervous, darling. I'm only teasing. Of course we can talk about them more. Okay.
Objection!
No?
Apparently not.
Alrighty then. Okay, yep. just skipped over.
Yeah, no, that's what I do whenever I miss stuff. I'm not doing all that.
Hold it!
The
What
bell, maybe?
Maybe. What chest would that be, precisely?
Why, the one you brought in, sweetie. Do try to keep up. The victim was certified chest fanatic, or so I'm led to believe. But the naughty boy snuck a chisel inside it. Can you imagine?
What does she know about the chisel and the chest sets? Very few people were supposed to know about that. After all, we only learned about it thanks to a certain deductions that we made. So, how did she find out?
Of course, in the hands of a killer like Anna's, even a chisel could serve as a deadly weapon.
There's also the fact that she mentioned that the victim brought it in.
Even though it was brought in by,
Saint.
yeah.
Warden Lagarde, you strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please, call me Fifi, or Sweetie Pie if you prefer.
However, I think you may have been a little less careful than you realize in this instance.
Aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed, we're all family here. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, don't let her get inside your head.
You said earlier that you didn't know much about knights. In which case, I find it rather strange that you know about the chisel.
Oh, well, of course I do, darling. Don't you think we don't check prisoners when they come in?
Objection!
You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. That is entirely irrelevant and you know it. Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Saint when he came to visit. Knight wouldn't have had it with him when he arrived.
What? Well, I mean, of course, that when Mr. Saint came in, we...
You checked him. I found it hard to believe, because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, why did you not confiscate it there and then? Oh!
Oh,
Judge Gavelle, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess sets?
I did not.
If no one linked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden Lagarde? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight or Mr. Saint on their arrival.
Indeed, such a thing would imply intentional oversight. If it had been found, let alone let through.
Precisely. So, Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about the chess sets?
Mm-hmm.
If you won't answer, then allow me. I submit that you...
Hold it. Alright, darling, there's no need to rub it in. You got me, alright?
Hmm?
My question tonight, that was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me, I did not kill him. One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you, darlings. I'll clear up this awful misunderstanding, I promise.
Stop!
Stop kissing frickin'. Very well, go ahead, Warden Lagarde. And please, tell the truth this time.
Without any kissing. Lines are starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her. Oh boy.
I said I questioned tonight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand. I made a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Night was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate.
So it was simply a conversation with a new detainee? That seems entirely above board. Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand.
Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have the back of your statement?
I suppose we shall see, won't we, Mr. Edgeworth? You may begin your cross-examination. She's actually acting like a judge now.
About time.
Mhm.
Background noise.
This case has been going for so long.
Mm-hmm. So am I right in assuming that you talked tonight the night before the show?
Exactly, darling. It would have been around, 3 a.m. the 27th?
Is that so? 3 a.m. I'm also really with no window of time laid out in the autopsy report. Seems rather late for a friendly chat. Wouldn't you have been asleep?
Normally, yes, but if you remember, a guard was attacked in his cell. We had to examine the scene after the crime, gather information. These things take time, sweetie. I assure you, he was wide awake. We all were.
Regardless, I find it somewhat odd that you would choose to question him at such a late hour.
Oh, you're such a tease, aren't you?
Ugh.
Anyway, no matter how odd you think it is, I had him brought to me, and that's what happened. Must you really insist on questioning every last little thing I say?
Sorry, Thieves. It's like a dog with a bone sometimes. I'll be sure to scold them once we're done. Oh, you might give us a little more info? Like where you had him brought to?
My office, of course. Where else?
Office, which where we believe the body was moved from. Do you mind appending what you just said to your testimony?
Anything for you, darling.
Hold it!
remind me where your office is.
You've seen the sign in the detention center corridor, I imagine. The one that says no entry? That's it, sweetie. My office is just up in there. A short walk from the holding cells.
I understand that you also have access to the yard.
Why, of course. That's where my gorgeous little garden is. Oh, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that's how I moved the body.
No. You had the means and the opportunity. It's hardly impossible.
Hardly impossible proves nothing. You have no evidence for this assertion.
There was no other way that the body could have been moved.
Surely you haven't forgotten that it was Mr. Saint who dropped Mr. Knight's body down the well.
Surely you haven't forgotten that that was your theory.
Yeah, what she said. You're miles off, Edgeworth.
I never
Oh,
speak
God.
again, Eustace. Ever.
I'm trying, okay?
No, not you, Leo. Flippin' Eustace. God, that was a bad pun. Probably shouldn't push this any further for now. Okay, I'm just gonna save in case it's the wrong thing and just... Okay, I had a feeling. Just stared at him. Okay, well, let's...
Hold it!
let's go get this. What did you and Knight speak about?
No, nothing much. Just some small talk, really. I asked him about what animals he liked and what his hobbies were.
His hobbies. I imagine you talked about chess.
Oh, yes. I couldn't stop him talking about it, in fact. He even had a piece of paper covered with little notes about it in his cell. At least I think that's what they were about.
Just a nice correspondence chess diagram.
I am gonna have to call it.
Alright.
My exhaustion from the previous night is catching up to me.
Fair.
Ooh, fair.
So y'all have fun and take her easy. Just try not to get kissed by the warden again, yeah?
Will do.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hold it!
That reminds me. We have more info on Ironlong.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we know when it's coming out on digital.
Yep, and where?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
May 31st, only on YouTube Movies. So, yeah.
Mm. How was... Yeah. Right. My... You were paused and my brain went, time to read.
Nope, just was, you know,
Nope,
Ironlong.
Yep.
How was
It
he?
is cool, though.
Yeah. How was he when you spoke with him?
No, he was so open and honest, darling. But what?
That guy, honest.
He was talking about... one croissant and promoting a pawn? I suppose you must have been hungry.
En passant and promoting a pawn. Seems he's very known from his obsession with chess. That feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it!
If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today.
You really think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? But what would my motive have been, darling? I told you, I barely knew him. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal.
June does say Candace. Warn the guard. You must insist that you append that statement to your testimony.
Hold it!
You say that you bear a grudge against only Mr. Candace. Is that correct?
No, I despise him. Come into my prison, thinking he can do whatever he wants. But he won't get away with it. I'll clip his wicked wings if it's the last thing I do.
No.
That awful dog of his is a menace, completely upending the peace and quiet of my own.
What the heck? She even hates his dog. Doesn't have first glance that he didn't have much of a motive to kill Knight. She hates Candace so much that she probably hates anyone who has anything to do with him. Thinking about it from that angle, the key to breaking her testimony will surely reveal itself. Let's get to know all the peeps, huh? Pretty chummy prison warden, if you ask me. Chummy. She killed the man, detective. Poor guy would have been in cuffs, not to mention the neck brace. He was defenseless. But the guard was the murderer. The evidence points to that conclusion and no other.
Objection!
Judge Gavelle, I would like you to take a look at this.
Notes about a game of chess. What's the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's found in Knight's cell. It was exactly what you said you saw it too, warned the guard. But you didn't just see this game in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. Candace's cell too.
What do you mean?
Objection!
Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security. Ugh.
Ugh.
Imagine you watch his every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option.
If she wants to find out who his cronies are, great.
Personally interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular, to say the least. As you said, Mr. Candace had threatened you. You put your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were.
So what if I did?
You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess.
Ah!
And then who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game. We ourselves use a diagram to infer a connection between the two men. It seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. King's henchman sent to kill you. Which is the real reason she had the chat with the Bronxter. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would. When you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. But there inside his chest set, you found a hidden chisel.
Murder weapon itself.
As far as you were concerned, that chisel meant one thing: Canis. Thus, you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Canis, and that is why you killed him. I see you have no more excuses. Judge Gavelle, your verdict, please.
Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by... In the name of the goddess of justice, who was it this time?
Okay, so fair to
Nope.
crash out. But
Warden? It's a joke. It's all a big stupid joke. You people, you just don't get it, do you?
I think we've ruined it's you who didn't understand things correctly.
Me? Please, darling, I understand it all perfectly. Well, thank you very much. And I understand that there is a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth.
You're just grasping at the straws now. I have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict.
Overruled.
Oh, of course you take her side!
I am curious to hear what the warden has to say.
You've never done the same for me. What?
You're a doll, Verity! I just have one last thing to say. Then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner. Eustace.
you rang?
No, we didn't.
Oh my god. Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report? Of course, we gathered the finalized version only this morning. That's right, and I was listening to what you told us about it, Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches?
Yeah, more than you felt, I'm sure. Wait.
Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? Forgive me, oh goddess. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake.
She's probably up there with her popcorn screaming at you right now.
Either that or is having great fun watching this whole thing go down. Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. Now what? What do we do?
You'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through. Right, sir? Yeah, it looks to me like the Mouthtron's out of commission. You're an attorney too, aren't you? Why don't you do something? Turning things on their head with a desperate bluff. We're not the first blind-blowing thing that comes to you. Look, detective, I'm as much of a man of action as the next guy. Without evidence, we're up a creek without a paddle here. Right to the end of the road.
Well, I can't give up now. We have to do something.
So no warden Lurkard is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. If the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there here in this facility?
It seems we still do not have all the answers. Nor the evidence to prove those answers. Alas, we must wait until the trial to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection.
Oh, come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Overruled.
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender?
Always. Nope, not me. No. I tried, Miles. Any bright ideas? What is the real murder weapon? It's clearly not the chisel. Found it, this question throws everything we've deduced out the window.
Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to remind you that claims not supported by sufficient evidence, are subject to the harshest penalties.
It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time. Once I am to admit it,
You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simeon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Nobody's in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death.
That upset.
There's no way he did it. But if we can't save him, who will? And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in that cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some.
Hey. Gee, Miles, your little buddy there's quite the motivational speaker. And she's right, too. When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your clients. Picture them pleading with you to help them. Doesn't that make you want to fight back as hard as you can to the very end? Think of your old man, good old Gregory. No matter how bad things looked, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his client. You're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who'll find it. Simeon's counting on you. Judge Gavelle?
You seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations.
Except for the fact that you were on board with us for this one, helped us try to prove it for this one, and the only reason we don't have her right now is because we're missing the murder weapon. Otherwise, you can agree that she's the murderer.
If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor.
You're not even a flippin' judge. Like,
And relieve you of your badge for good.
your reasoning is just as terrible, if not worse. She's right. No, she's not. Or a number of theories that prove to be flawed in one way or another. That made some sort of fundamental oversight. Wait, just my theories were misguided.
Nothing to say, then the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. I hereby...
Sir!
Mr. Edgeworth, give my verdict.
That's it. Been thinking about it the wrong way all this time. My theories weren't misguided, I was being misled.
The defendant, Simeon Saint... My goodness.
I think it's a little too soon for that, Your Honor.
I'd say it's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed. What?
I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog, Helmut. The fact that he wasn't at the show. And these and other factors made Mr. Canis the obvious suspect at first.
Yes, again, Mr. Edgeworth. You seem almost proud of your blunder.
Shut up and let me talk. What if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was true of the chisel, our purported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood on it for us to find. That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel was the murder weapon rather than whatever was really used? Warden, you took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest.
What it suggested? What are you talking about, darling?
Mr. Winner, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think?
Well, it's Mr. Canis is the killer?
And there you have it. That was the trap the warden set for us. I'm sorry, but... I know you're... Are you still playing Overkill?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just, I found a way to do some stupid things.
Fair. No, the
What?
fact that you took a while to read it made it funnier for me because this dude is slow. That made it funnier for me.
Fair. No, I did. I figured out a way to do something silly.
Fair.
Is it the funny coin thing?
No, sillier.
Oh boy.
That's impossible.
Okay,
Oh, Mr. Canis has a bunch of chisels. So she wanted us to think it was one of his, right?
Indeed. That was her plan right from the start. To frame Bodhidharma Canis.
Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor a deep and abiding hatred. Yeah, abiding hatred for Mr. Canis. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next.
Either motive or murder weapon.
That alone is not sufficient proof that Warden Lagarde is the killer.
Neither is your reasoning for Mr. Saint. I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist.
If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends here.
we have done nothing but prove our theory. You have to prove your theory is right now.
Yep. If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
I know you weren't talking.
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from top to bottom.
Eustace is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon has been found, so I'm afraid you're at a bit of an impasse.
Impasse these nuts.
I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still here inside this prison. This would have made sure of that.
The security gate? Oh, fuck.
The security gate?
My
Thanks,
brain
okay.
is just not working.
Eustace, I knew your balls haven't dropped yet, but come on. I'm glad you at least remembered what it is. And do you remember what it does? I hate this.
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. The security gate detects metal.
There it is.
Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out. Oh.
There it is.
I think the delay was what made that for a second.
Yep. Besides,
Oh.
if there's another murder weapon, it could not have been taken off the premises.
But nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. So we find ourselves right back where we began.
Would you know?
What am I trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth?
That you can't fucking listen, Gavelle? Goddamn.
Yep. That if you wish me to believe that there is another murder weapon here in the prison, you will also have to explain to me how it got here.
Alright, we know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chest set. But our contention is that the chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, then there must have been a way to bring it in.
Yes, the question of the hour is this: can you show me this alternate route?
What the weapon Warden Lagarde used to get into the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything regarding Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me.
Of course, that's how. The fact that this is here with us The fact that this is here with us shows how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well. The bell! Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Canis yesterday. Yes, it was but one of my bells. One of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two. One for my knife, and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all. And I must be able to use my tools. Precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. So you see, there is a way for objects to be brought into the prison unscrutinized. As part of the evidence, Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police.
What?
Mr. Canis' knife was part of the evidence in the case against him. That evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it.
The bell that was attached to the chisel.
Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel.
But that can't be right. The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it.
Easy enough to explain as the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was a murder weapon and then attached the bell to it. In doing so, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Canis. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why, only the person to whom it had been entrusted. Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence?
I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde? The bells aren't exactly rare, you know. Anybody could have set that up.
Luckily for you, that is quite true. These particular bells are unique, because there are only two of them in existence.
Huh? What?
By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself the killer.
You don't have any proof that the knife was ever even here to begin with.
I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winner, I'd like you to order another search of the prison right away.
But if you want something, it's going to make things awkward for me.
This isn't about what's convenient for you. We have to find the truth. You are a prosecutor, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but, you know...
What's the excuse for a prosecutor? If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't be sitting on it.
Anyhow, it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it.
You know full well that she will do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it!
Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings on those who lack the proof to support their claims. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom.
Send the alligator! Give Lagarde the opportunity to destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. What do I say? I have anything concrete to offer. Like thinking, I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I'm gonna put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Saint, and that means... Even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object? I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Regardless, I cannot walk away. Wait, Your Honor.
This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth.
I've got it.
Got what exactly?
The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Kenneth's knife is.
Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. Not at all.
If I did not know any better, I would say that you were bluffing.
You ruined me, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of the word.
There's no way you could. It's not here, I tell you. Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us? Where the real murder weapon? Where is the real murder weapon? There we go.
Think, Miles, think. We're not even the police would search. A blind spot in this zoo. A hiding place that the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place. No. If you insist. Come on, Helmut. Open up. Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be?
Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting?
There's a faint possibility I'm right. If I'm wrong, we seem to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden.
Take that!
Here in the yard?
Indeed.
I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more?
Where exactly? Oh.
Here we go.
That's not me.
Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden?
I wonder.
Take that!
Of course. That's what it must have been. Oh. What's about it, detective? It's a metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
What? How?
The metal detector was a reaction to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence.
The chisel?
This kid.
Didn't we just figure out that isn't the murder weapon?
You may recall that Mr. Kenneth hid his chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe the real murder weapon was hidden in such the same way? That's right. The murder weapon's inside the alligator in that pond over there.
What?
No way.
We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Judge Gavelle, we need to know what's inside that alligator.
Understood. We will need to summon a veterinarian. I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try.
Please, by all means. Warden the guard. The real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess?
I have nothing to confess.
As you wish. You can simply watch and wait and watch as your lies are exposed. Sir, we got it!
That has to be it.
It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was Bodhidharma Kenneth's knife, making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight.
Not the criminal here. It's all Candace is doing. I did the right thing. Knight was a threat. Guess that despicable man Candace. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect home? He could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my parade on Earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher, that awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him.
No.
Why? So her entire fur coat were multiple foxes?
Yep.
Yep.
You know what's really funny?
Mm-hmm.
The first time we ever saw Fifi Lagarde, Hikari mentioned this, and I remembered.
Yep. Yep.
And we never saw it, which also helped with the theory of, oh, that's her.
Yep.
That's her scene.
It's a breakdown.
Professor Wilson, the test results at this come back.
I'm sorry, but Prosecutor Winner.
Twitter.
Winner. So we've all been under a lot of stress.
There really shouldn't have been any traces left.
No, there
Traces of
Should've
Bronco's Knight's blood were found on Mr. Candace's knife. Oh, it's just like you said, sir. Congratulations on your stunning victory.
I
Thing
love.
was, that knife was in the frickin' gator's mouth for how long?
I love how the Friggs guy is just on the walkie-talkie as he's in front of Winner.
Oh. Oh.
I am transmitting from hell, sir. It looks surprisingly like my front yard. Fail, look at my stream.
Oh. Hang on. Oh.
Understandable.
Why are you on Google Maps?
This is my house.
Is it actually?
Yeah, that's my house right there. That's my... Yeah, that's my neighbor's house over there. Neighbor house right there.
That is hilarious.
So I figured out how to do that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, this whole time it's like I'm doing something silly.
You were adding your house. Why did you add your house to the game?
Because it was funny.
Jesus Christ.
Do I need any other reason?
You know
I
what,
have
fair.
more than just my house, by the way.
I can imagine. You probably have myhouse.wad as well.
Oh, no one's made that one yet.
Oh. Upsetting.
No, but I'm going to try to convince you to play this game, because its light assist features are something you might actually be able to get behind.
Okay.
Dude, I have fucking auto aim and I lose nothing for it.
Fair. Well, let's at least finish this case first.
Yeah. Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like. Yes, sir. Twinner wins again. I think I'm warming up a little.
With rage.
Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done.
Huh? What are you talking about? I solved the case, didn't I?
You did nothing! You get to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Canis. Also, I'm the one who solved the case, not you, you dimwit mother- It will be vital to know if Win the guard will simply jump into conclusions on that front.
Huh?
There's Clueless, and then there's you.
Well, I guess I better get back to our investigation. Alright, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action. Yes, sir. I'm right with you, sir.
I cannot wait to watch you work in hell.
It's winning time!
We are going into the first layer now. Now entering the window.
If you kill him, I won't say anything.
Deeply noted.
That'll be for
I
Mr. Payne
expect
to
this
find
case. Yep. I expect this case will cause quite a stir.
Hmm?
The attempted murder of a president is news enough, and now his would-be assassin has been murdered.
But I never sought to kill the president in the first place.
The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth. In the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me, however... As a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in.
Being a prosecutor is about more than proving people guilty. That's what I believe.
We are all free to believe as we choose, that the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences.
What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his...
I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth.
Judge Gavell's right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But following the law means sacrificing the truth. Can I really do that in good conscience?
Simeon, you're out! Already?
Oh, hi, Regina!
Is everything alright? Did they let you out, right?
Yeah. No, I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guy just came and said I was free to go, and I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank.
You sure do. Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer is.
Wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? No, stop staring at me like that! I'm innocent, I swear! Don't pull the rug out from under me now!
Stop it, silly. It's Drew. He saved you. So, say thanks already.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you.
And the great big Regina Berry, thank you from me, too.
Just saying talking to her thanks me. Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend. I trusted him, but now...
But now?
Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that from me, then he never really trusted me, did he?
That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you.
No, he didn't. If he just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps. That he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. The only thing that proves that I trusted him. Just be the chess set, right?
Yep, the chess set.
It's the chess set I brought for him. Knight had a hidden chisel on the side. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? You mean he was using me? No. He believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in this mess. Oh, Bronco! Why didn't you tell me?
At least you understand now, right, Simeon? I'm sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep, and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow.
That's not as complimentary as you think it is. I'll try. I have to, for Bronco. I have to show him I can become the best animal trainer out there. That's the spirit. Oh, I almost forgot. We're doing a new show soon. I'd love if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be rejoining Regina on stage for this one.
That's right, the Very Big Circus is the best, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go.
No, I'll think about it.
Alright, Simeon, we got some training to do. I think it's time for you and Regent, you and Regent got acquainted.
What? The tiger? No way, I can't. No.
Well, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat.
No, I can't. I can't. Please, Regina, anything but that. Please. Another satisfied customer. Well, that was really something, Smiles. I got pulling it out of the bag. Couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gotten away. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place. Oh, stop it. Pat me in the back of the yard or you're gonna make me blush. Or topple over. Suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously. Seriously? Pals, my friend, I'm always serious. Anyway, what's it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney, after all. To be an attorney. Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Goodyear was standing right there beside me. In like a zillion years I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job. That's good? Bittersweet? Not sure. Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into defense game full time? Excuse me? You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides. Why not? Come over to the light side. Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days.
Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that.
Chill, team, chill. Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question.
No, you weren't.
The heck you were. Well, you got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles. Fender, I'm a prosecutor. Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I've said my piece. If you change your mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Follow my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing? I'm gonna become a defense attorney, just like my dad. Oh, hi!
There he is.
Like my father. Me. Oh, that was it.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. next time we'll be doing Turnabout Legacy. Case 3. Well, I guess if they mentioned the Barry Biggs, that's probably going to be the next case then.
It is not.
It is not. Huh.
Nope.
That's surprising. Alright.
Case 3 is going to be in the past.
Oh, that's Gregory.
Yep.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
Mhm.
That'll be... Okay. Cool. Well,
Mhm.
we will find that out next week. And tomorrow, we'll probably be finishing up days, I would imagine.
What mission are you on?
We're on, like, day 326.
That was not my
I
question.
don't know what mission number.
You're probably like 85? No, you might be finishing, but you probably won't be.
There was a might, a baby.
Mission 92 is long.
Fair
Mission
enough.
92 and Mission 93 are really fucking long.
Fair enough. Well, either way, that'll be tomorrow's issue. So. Alright. Well. Until then, have a good night, chat, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have a good night, chat.